What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, guys. And in today's video, as you can see from the title, we are going to be analysing England's game against Tunisia that was played a couple of days ago. But anyway, guys, let's get straight into today's video. Let's go. So like I just said there, guys, we are going to be analysing England's games throughout on this series on the channel, guys, and we're going to be talking about England's games throughout the World Cup. So let's just get in straight into today's video. As you're aware, the World Cup started last week Thursday. From then, it's been very good up till now, which is Wednesday today, currently filming this video. Obviously, there's been a few upsets now and there, which is good to see in this World Cup. We are seeing Germany getting beat, we are seeing Egypt getting beat by Russia, and we are seeing Colombia getting beat by Japan. It's all going off, it's all insane, and this World Cup is a lot better from 2014. Roll on next week and the next couple of weeks in the World Cup. Let's just get straight in today's video. This is the first England game I am going to be analysing in England's group stage. Obviously, we played Tunisia in this game. Let's talk about the starting 11. So we started with Pickford in goal, with Trippier, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Young being in defence. And we had Henderson in CDM, followed by Dele Alli, Lingard and Sterling and Kane up as forwards. The team looked very good, I must admit. You know, you've got Trippier and Ashley Young out wide, getting in the crosses in for England and making set pieces. The set pieces were good in times. There was times where we should have a little bit better in, should we say. Right, let's just talk about the whole game. So my overall reaction, in the first half, we started quickly in the game. It was a good start for England, I must admit. England, we got away quick once the whistle went. We kept on putting in so many chances in, throwing at Tunisia. We're just creating chance after chance after chance. It was just unfortunate that we couldn't put our chances away in the first half, which is a bit annoying and frustrating. Lingard could have put a few goals away. Maybe Harry Kane as well. There's a few times when Harry Kane was through. Sterling especially. I must admit that Sterling did not play well in this game. There's obviously times when he has good games and bad games. This one clearly being a bad game, so he really needs to lift it now in the next couple of games, because it's going to go down seriously against Belgium, obviously next week Thursday. First half was a very good half. You know, we kept on creating an insane amount of chances, chance after chance. It's a bit annoying, frustrating when we're dominating the game and we can't seem to put our chances away, and we should have won this game at least 6-1. It shouldn't have been 2-1. We should have absolutely thrashed Tunisia, because we absolutely thrashed them in the whole game overall. A little bit frustrating and annoying how we couldn't put our chances away. We had so many shots on target. Let's just go to the stats. According to the stats, let's see what it says. I'm pretty much sure that we dominated the game, which we did. So we had 60% of that possession. We were all around Tunisia non-stop. We had 2 goals, which is good. We had 18 shots at goal, and about 8 of them went on target. Tunisia had 6 shots on goal, and they only had 1 on target, so that's pretty poor by Tunisia. And that's obviously their goal that they had, obviously, which was the penalty, which I'm going to be talking about later on in today's video. So it just goes to show how we're dominating the game all around Tunisia with all these shots. We can't put our chances away. So it's obviously something to work on in training. Obviously, I'm not there in Russia spectating what they're doing in training, so I can't tell you what they're doing, obviously. A bit frustrating and annoying in that first half. Second half felt like we were more in control of the game, slowed things down in the second half. We had more possession, we dominated the game. Had to be patient in the second half, second goal to come. Obviously, we didn't create an insane amount of chances in the second half, which every time we were on the break, we kept on trying. We were tired into the game, so we had to obviously bring on a few subs to liven up that team. The subs came on, they were a threat on the opponent, which was good to see. Throw on Rashford, Loftus-Cheek and Eric Dyer near to the end of the game. And then just so pleased with the boys how we got the job done in the last minute or so. So happy that we got the massive 3 points, which was needed in our group, because we knew that coming into this game against Tunisia wasn't going to be easy. We might have thought, yeah, Tunisia, we've never played them before, we should beat them. We clearly did beat them, but Tunisia also changed things up in the second half. But we were more in control, we had more possession, and we just slowed down the game. We slowed down the game. It was 1-1, but we knew that we had to get another goal to sort of seal it and to get the 3 points, which was massive in our group. Talk about more about the game and analyse the game. So, like I was saying previously, we started the game quick and good. In the first 4 minutes, we should have had 2 chances away. Again, just annoying and frustrating how we were all around them. The chances we had on goal, we should have put them away, which is a bit annoying. And you need to put them away in the next game against Panama. By then, we should have been, in the first 4 minutes, we should have been 2-0 up straight away. Their goalkeeper wasn't as great. He got subbed because he had a shoulder injury. England were nice and composed on the ball. Our movement was good. The next thing you know, England scored the first goal. Great corner by Young. I don't know who took the corner. I'm going to say Young. It might be Trippier. Stones headed it. And Kane followed up, scored for 1-0. So after the first few minutes, we could tell that we were going to score. We put it away in the goal, and then we just had to go and attack the game after that and just keep going as we usually play. Our crosses were good. We just couldn't seem to put our chances away in the first half. That's just what caught us out. We just had to be a little bit better. We had been dominating the game, but we just couldn't seem to put our chances away. Just a bit annoying and frustrating in that first half. Something to work on in training, like I was saying previously. All around Tunisia, there were times where we let Tunisia into the game. There was times where we sort of let them coming into our box. We sort of dealt with Tunisia, but in the process we did very well to deal with it. And where we cleared it, got rid of the ball. We knew what we needed to do. When they were on the attack, we had to defend. We did that. We gave away a stupid penalty. Now, would you call it a stupid penalty? Because I think in this penalty that the ref gave to Tunisia was out of order. It was soft. I think the referee had a shocker of a game. I think he was shite. He was wank. He was awful in this game, the ref. I feel like punching his face in after that game because he should have used VAR and the guy went down softly as anything. And if I was the ref, I would have gave the Tunisian guy a yellow card for diving as well because it was just so soft. It's unfortunate for Kyle Walker to swing his arm around and just give away the penalty. It's not his fault because how is he supposed to look behind him? Who's behind him? You know, he's not going to have eyes behind his head, is he? So he didn't really know he was behind him. He saw the arm, he went up, he went down. But really, again, everyone was saying about this VAR. The referees should be using this VAR. This is what it's in for. This video assistant referee, it should be used. It should be used because them as referees, it's a little bit embarrassing for them because they should be using VAR. It's there for a reason. And this referee clearly didn't use it because then England should have had a penalty. And that was even worse. It was a rugby tackle on Harry Kane. So the referee had a shocking of a game, completely full stop. He did not use VAR because he thought he was good enough to see that nothing happened in that penalty box, that Harry Kane did not get fouled. How was he not fouled if he went down and it should have been a penalty? Both of them should have gone to VAR. I think the first one for Tunisia shouldn't have been allowed. England one should have been allowed, should have gone to VAR once again. This referee does not know what he's doing. Everyone was saying out there that the referee was absolutely stupid. He did not know what he was doing on that pitch. I could have done a better job than that with my eyes closed, really. And the referee was absolutely shocking in that game. He had a shocking of a game because he did not use VAR. And VAR is there for a reason in this World Cup. To know if you need to get a red card, for penalties, for any different reasons, really. They are there for a reason. This referee did not use VAR once in this game. I felt that was a bit embarrassing from the referee. England had chances but just couldn't seem to finish them off. Overall, it was frustrating and annoying in that first half. Second half, we needed to create more chances into the game, get more crosses into the box. We needed to score on our chances in the second half. England slowed down the game. We took more control of the second half. We had most of the possession. In the second half, we had to be patient. The pace was good. Again, England should have got another penalty. I'm just sick to death of this referee because we clearly had 2 penalty shouts. Didn't give them both. It's just shocking and it's just poor refereeing. VAR, I'm going to say this again. VAR is there for a reason. You do not be a referee and just say, oh, I'm not going to give that. You're supposed to go to VAR. And the players out there should be saying to the referee, go to VAR. go to VAR. So whatever happens in our next upcoming games, what the England players should do when there's a penalty for us, say to the referee, go to VAR, because you're not using VAR. VAR is there for a reason. Again, it's not the best of things because it takes ages, because they have to hear that feedback from their ear thing to allow it, and also to run over to the touchline and watch it back. This is the thing about VAR. It's in the middle. I would use it yes and no, but the thing is, the referees should be using VAR. It's not good enough from these referees. Some of them are using it, some of them are not. It's just a bit embarrassing, I think, from the referees that they've not been using it. Clearly didn't have the best of referees, and clearly didn't like England as well. So in the second half, England weren't creating an insane amount of chances. Again, when we were on the break, we just couldn't seem to break down the defence, so that was a complete new thing to us in that second half. We couldn't break down their defence. So Tunisia had changed things up in that second half, changed the formation, and we'll do a few tweaks now and there with the team. After that, it got to the point where we just needed to change things up. We needed to bring some fresh legs on. We brought on some subs. We brought on Rashford for Sterling, so we needed a bit more lift to the game, and we needed a little bit more pace to it as well. Now, whatever substitutions, what Gareth Southgate does, I'm going to be talking about that player's performance. So I'm going to be talking about Raheem Sterling's performance. What do I think of it? Now, I think Raheem Sterling didn't have the best of games. He had a bad game in this game, clearly, because he was messing around a bit and he was just doing all this fluky stuff he shouldn't have done. The last few games in the international friendlies, he's been playing great. He's been a threat. But in this game, he wasn't a threat whatsoever. Wasn't a threat. So I think if he needs to impress Gareth Southgate to be in that squad against Panama, he needs to be a threat in this next game against Panama, because clearly wasn't a threat in this game. He was playing a bit shit, so I think, really, in my opinion, I wouldn't start him. I would play Rashford, because he played an outstanding game against Costa Rica. Then Dele Alli came off for his cheek. Now I'm going to also talk about Dele Alli's performance. Now, Dele Alli, I think he had a good game. I couldn't tell when he was on the ball and off the ball, really. He was obviously involved in the game. He probably passed it to likes of Ashley Young on the left, Trippier on the right to get, obviously, the crosses in. It's a shame to hear now he's obviously injured. He's got a thigh injury now, so it's been confirmed. He's a doubt for the next game against Panama, which is a shame. I would love to see him on the pitch, so it seems like it's clearly not going to play that game. He could come back next week Thursday against Belgium, which is going to be very crucial for him to come back in, be a threat in that game. And then after that, we were creating chances near to the end of the game. There was a chance where Rashford should have shot and shouldn't have left it. I remember where Loftus-Cheek just got there, passed it into him, and he left it. Lingard shot, and it just, again, Lingard should have put a few goals away for sure. So it was a bit annoying and frustrating how he couldn't finish that off. Rashford got a bit annoyed as well. Lingard again should have scored a few goals. It's just unluckily that it didn't happen. After that, England were just throwing everything at it and giving it our best. We kept going as a team. We had to believe in ourselves. The next thing you know, it just near to the end of the game, it was another corner. Trippier takes the corner. Maguire heads it. It comes off the Tunisian player a bit. Goes over the player. Harry Kane's there at back post and slots it in at the back post for 2-1. After that, I was just absolutely buzzing. Over the moon. Football is coming home. Come on, England. What a legend, Kane. I absolutely love you, mate. Just keep going with the great football. Let's battle it for the golden boot. You should do it, mate. And then after that, England made out the last and final sub, obviously just to waste time. Lingard came off for Dyer. Obviously, Lingard's performance. We all know about his performance. He should have put a few goals away. It just let us down how we kept on throwing everything at it in the first half. Chance after chance after chance. They can't go in, but they have to be finished off against Panama. But these things happen in football, so Lingard will definitely have a word with himself, saying like, why did I not put those chances away? It's just a bit unlucky, Lingard, but you'll come back stronger in the next game, and hopefully you can put a few goals away against Panama. All we have to do is just keep it together and keep it clean, and that was it. England got 3 points with a late goal by Harry Kane. Thank you, mate. Unbelievable scenes after the game. Now, on to our next game against Panama. All I know about Panama, they're not a great side, must admit. According to that Belgium one, beat them, they thrashed them 3-0. We should be taking this game seriously. It might be a good test again for Panama, but we should beat Panama. Panama, easy side. Never heard of them in football, so anything can happen, but we should beat Panama easy. Should be beating them 3-4-0, get the goal difference up and see where it takes us. And that's pretty much it. And we should just go and beat Panama, throw everything at it, put out a good team lineup, and then just go and win the game, really. Get another 3 points in the back up to the table and see where it brings us after the second game. And if we win our second game, we clearly know that we're going through to the round of 16. Hopefully it can be a better World Cup for us this year. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys with a brand new video on the channel very much soon, next week, Monday or Tuesday. And I'll see you guys then, and peace.